Hello everybody, my name is Ukanya Mgoto and this is my YouTube channel. I share lifestyle, travel and encouragement content, and this is a video on my life lately.
I am one young world ambassador and friendship ambassador.
So I last shared that I was moving from Joburg to a different city, wanted you guys to guess which city, and that I had gotten a new job role which is quite exciting for me. And this is a life update on those two things and what's been happening since I did that life update. So I moved from Joburg, or maybe let me take you back. I had a life update just sharing that I was relocating from Joburg, and I basically had quite the month in December and January included. So I was still in Joburg in December. I think the video I released it in November, the last video I released, and I was basically still in Joburg for like December, and the intended time for me to be in Joburg was until the 16th of December, and then I was meant to move out and come to Port Elizabeth. However, certain things happened that delayed my stay. My headlights got stolen. I was out, and I was out at a place that I usually go to, and my headlights got stolen. And so it delayed my stay in Joburg because I had to stay then till the 30th, because I was literally going to travel with my car, which I couldn't travel with because my headlights were obviously gone. And obviously I'm also relocating, so a car would have been convenient for me to just drive down with some things. So it happened that happened, which made my stay longer. I got sick as well in December. It was just such a weirdish time where bendigoa man. So many things were happening. So I stayed longer in Johannesburg, and I left on the 30th when my lease was terminated. And then I went to Gqeberha, Port Elizabeth, and I was there with my mom. Um, and I stayed in Port Elizabeth for a month. Also got gastric flu in Port Elizabeth, so I also got sick there. So I was sick most of the time, which really sucked. Because when you're sick, you really, you get, especially for some time, you get quite depro. So I was just very grumpy, and I just wasn't feeling like myself for most of Jan. Until now at this point I am here in Cape Town. So this is where I'm at. I'm in Cape Town. I'm staying at an Airbnb. I got here about 2 or 3 days ago, and this is just my humble abode before I move to my actual place sometime this week. So yeah, this is basically a life update that I've moved to Cape Town, um, which I'm very happy about. I chose Cape Town because I really wanted a place that was a bit slower than Joburg. My life in Joburg was quite fast, and I just wanted a real slowdown. And I feel like I'm gonna get it here because I've lived in Cape Town before. So decided to actually make a move this side for just a different kind of life for me, which is different from the life I was living in Joburg. So starting afresh, starting a new chapter. I'm quite excited. I did, call this into existence because I was speaking about moving to Cape Town before my other ambitions to move to other places. So, I was saying to a couple of colleagues, my ex-colleagues, that, I wanna move to Cape Town. I even explored that with my previous employer. and they were just it was just going to be a lot of work to actually basically have that happen. So I decided not to move to Cape Town, but then I got a job where the employer was literally very easy about it, and they have offices in Joburg and Cape Town, so it was very easy for me to make the move this side. And I'm in a different kind of role. So I was within the credit risk space, which I've been in for a couple of years, doing different things in the credit risk space. From credit risk policy auditing, which was what I was doing now, to monitoring the performance of statistical models, which was what I was doing before the job that I had. So I was within the credit risk space for quite some time. I think for about since 2018, 2019, 2020. So it was for about 3 years that I was, no, actually, then 2021, then 2022. So for about 5 years, I was within that space. So now I've moved to a different space. I saw someone in my comments guess correctly. I don't know if they, knew which analytics space that I would be going to, because I had told them. But I moved to a people analytics space, which is a space that deals with HR data. So basically, I work with data that is, pertaining to employees, which is quite different. I'm a people analytics specialist. And it's quite exciting because anybody who knows me knows my love for people. So this is like a nice mixture of data and people. So that's the kind of work I do, and that's the kind of service I provide for the company. Looking at employee experience, looking at employee retention, looking at many different things that are quite exciting that involve the employee life cycle. So this is my new journey now. And I'm in a way better space than I was for most of December and January. I'm feeling quite good. I'm feeling quite great, in fact. It's so crazy. I feel like certain things happen for a reason. Wonke lam go, and the experiences that I was having in December that were just crippling me, from my headlights being stolen to me being sick and then me being sick again in Jan, were all time for me to really listen to God, listen to my voice, and to really just kind of zone into myself, because I feel most of 2022 I was really distracted, and I had time to finally pause in that time that I didn't really give myself in 2022. That really made me think, and made me go into this year a bit differently as well. There's been so many different things about this year, everything. This was the first year where I was literally sleeping on New Year's Eve. Like, I was just nothing happening. This was the first year where most of Jan I was just like seated down, not doing nothing, but just working. Didn't do much socially. Even my festive last year was my first festive where I literally didn't spend it with my family. So there were so many different things that happened, and I think it was time for just real, true reflection that I wouldn't have given myself, unfortunately, had it not been a kind of forced pause, sit down, rest, start taking more care of your health as well. So I have had a lot of time to think, reflect, and just come into this year a bit more, level-headed in terms of what I want for the year, or the feeling that I want, because I think it's more of the feeling and condition of my life that I really am focusing on. Just want a really stable, calm, peaceful life, and one way I'm building towards something this year. So you know, I just feel like there's a quite a shift in my life in that sense, because I'm a live in the moment kind of person. Not that I won't be living in the present, because it's very important to be present in the moment, or rather, let me not say not living in the moment, but you know, I'm going to be present in the moment rather than just living for the moment, because I think there's quite a couple of things that are very important to build as I'm present in the moment for my future, and for the rest of my life. So I've moved to Cape Town. I'm feeling really good. Moving to my place this week, in about 2-3 days I'll be there. I'm also waiting for my stuff to get here from Joburg, because that also, you know, is dependent on when I actually move to my place and outside of this Airbnb, because I still have my bed. I sold most of my furniture though, besides the bed. So waiting for that, and then I'm waiting for my car as well, which got fixed in Joburg, to arrive. So I'm waiting for a couple of things to arrive here, and then I move into my place. So the journey has started. This is my Cape Town journey. Let me know what kind of content you want me to make this year. Really keen on really just, you know, managing my time quite well, and plugging into this platform and growing in this platform this year, as I grow in my career as well. So let me know what kind of, you know, content you'd like me to make, and let me know what any questions you might have in the comment section. But very excited for the year ahead. Wishing you all the best in 2023. Many blessings. May it be a good year, not just for me, but for all of us. May it be a steady and joyful year, one filled with peace, one filled with combating imposter syndrome as well, and going for things we want to do and making bold moves, and moving towards our purpose and moving towards the life of our dreams. So yeah, that's my wish for you guys and myself, this year. And yeah, let me know what kind of content you'd like me to make. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. This is Life Lately, and there's more to come. Stay tuned.